I wanted to raise both the Epstein and Ukraine thing from the standpoint of your monologue last week about the 7 principles of Trump's decision making, which I thought was pretty insightful, especially since people really underestimate, and I think they get caught off guard by underestimating and not really thinking about how deep Trump's thinking is, if that's the right word.
Yeah.
And so on the Epstein thing, I do think MAGA went a little bit crazy over this. I think they got cranked up expecting something that really wasn't there. There probably will be more more documents coming out, but I don't think they're going to show anything that's going to satisfy anybody. And I think it's going to recede into the background based on what's happening. And on Ukraine, I'm thinking about Trump's decision making. We don't know what Lavrov and Rubio talked about, and Rubio made this statement that it was a interesting and positive thing, something new. And I thought that what Trump did today was not what Lindsey Graham was pumping up yesterday, and has been sort of encouraging people that, there's going to be a big change and Trump is going to go hard on Putin. He's selling weapons. The weapons that are already there in Europe. They're not going to make any difference on the battlefield in the war, from what I can see. And the threat of sanctions is not what that Lindsey Graham Blumenthal were talking about. And he's put it off for 50 days, which gives him lots of wiggle room to try and force a deal.
Yeah.
Wondering
although he can also change his mind about the deadline.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it's sort of like what he did with Netanyahu. He's got a problem because Hamas is the problem in the Middle East and the Gaza thing, but Netanyahu is also the problem because he's got problems in Israel and so forth. And Trump is trying to keep both sides. In Ukraine, he's got a similar thing where Zelensky's a problem, but Putin is a problem too for different reasons.
Right.
And so what I'm thinking is that Trump is going to work this thing. And frankly, from the standpoint of the MAGA base, getting into an escalated war in Ukraine is going to be much more of a strong reaction than this, what I think is a flurry around Epstein. But I was wondering from the standpoint of what you said, how do you think Trump is thinking about this?
Yeah, Bruce, thank you. Matt, in case you didn't listen to my monologue, I made the case of Trump's decision-making process is a little more sophisticated than his detractors think. So this is something that he promised to do. He said he was being sarcastic when he said day one, but how do you think Trump's approaching this decision-making on Ukraine?
I think you're right, and even and the people who just totally dismiss him do so at their own peril, right? And even if you dismiss Trump personally, the people around him aren't stupid either. But regardless, I think you're exactly right? He wants to cut a deal, and it's all about leverage. And I think that's why I never understood people not understanding why the sanctions package wasn't rolling through Congress, as if it's a total vacuum alongside these negotiations. No, they go hand in hand. It's carrots and sticks and all of that. And so, he clearly was willing to give Putin a lot more rope at the start of the administration, and he feels burned. And I think he's using the leverage and the sticks now a lot more. And as much as it probably pains him, I think one thing that's also notable, he's doing this with the NATO. He's not doing, there's no Zelensky there to say thank you. The interpersonal stuff between him and Zelensky is still real, but if NATO can be a proxy for it, he's willing to do it to try and squeeze Putin.
Stephen, what are things about Trump that you think your party underestimates or undervalues in terms of his skills?
I would say the topic we're discussing right now, foreign policy. I was thinking about Democrats I know who are in the federal government, national security, foreign policy positions, who've been under both Democratic and Republican administrations, who have told me how impressed they've been at moments with Trump's approach to foreign policy. And for example, getting some of these European countries to step up their funding for NATO is something other presidents haven't been able to do. So I would say that's where he's often underestimated.
Want more great clips like that? I've got an idea. Hit the subscribe button, be part of the Two-Way community, never miss a clip. And you can always watch our full episodes, join them live, go to twoway.tv.